Tell you about a wonderful thing that I found, and I'm so excited about it. It's the first time I've ever made a video, and I would like everybody else to know about this product that I picked up from JJ Vapes in Pekin, Illinois. I've been a smoker for 45 years, and I've tried to quit a couple times, but nothing real serious. I did have some surgery and had quit for 30 days at one time 5 years ago, but started back up. And recently I started with these e-cigarettes, trying to get off of them, and this is the one I originally started with. This is a this is a cheapo tech throwaway cigarette. They cost about $10 at gas stations. And I tried it, and of course I tried it, and then, was smoking this in places I couldn't smoke cigarettes, and but I continued to smoke cigarettes along with it. And these are not very good. They just don't work at all like they're supposed to work. I'll show you what I can get off it. A little bit of vapor, not much flavor or taste. It's really just like sucking air. So after that, I kind of bit the bullet. I broke down and bought this is called a Phoenix, and it's kind of a little different type of deal. This has a little tube in here that you take off and you fill it and put it back in here. And then this one you can turn off in your pocket, or turn it back on. At 3 clicks turns it back on, 3 clicks turns it off. And this one worked pretty good, but I continued to smoke cigarettes along with it. I mean, I would smoke this now and then I'd have a cigarette, and I tried to smoke this and eliminate smoking so many cigarettes, but still couldn't shake it all together because it just wasn't close enough to the real cigarettes to me. But it vaped good, and it did work somewhat. And I'm not saying this won't work for you. It just didn't work for me. Just didn't have enough, because I'm a cool smoker, and I couldn't get the vapor. I couldn't get the kick that I wanted. But you can smoke this one when it's charging and stuff, so it is fairly good. Yeah, you got to have it on. It's not bad, and you can get pretty good flavor off it. I've tried a couple different ones in it, menthol flavored juices, and it works fairly good. But I still couldn't get off the cigarettes completely. I was going back and forth with this and cigarettes all the time. And I thought, well, this one's kind of big to carry around and take with you all the time, so I'm going to supplement. I bought, me and the wife both, the Halo kit. And the Halo cigarettes have a really pretty good draw on them and everything. This one here I get with the button. So for some reason, this one with the button has really got, it gives me a lot more vapor than the standard ones. I don't know why, if it doesn't have the cutoff timing on it or what, but I was still back and forth. I was still smoking this, and I'd smoke that occasionally, and I'd have them all with me, and cigarettes, and I'd smoke cigarettes too. But this little bugger did a pretty good job. That's pretty good for as little as it is and as small as the battery is. Pretty good job. These come off and the battery charges fairly quick, and you pull this little cap out. You got to drip the stuff in there, the juice, to refill them. But I spent a lot of time doing that. So I finally bit the bullet this weekend, and I said I'm going to go get what I want. I'm going to get one of the top dogs, and that way I can adjust the wattage variable and everything. And I'm so excited about it. It works fantastic. Yeah, they're big. They're kind of bulky to carry around, but this thing, it gives you everything you could ask for. The hit and the taste that you get off it, and longevity, the length of the battery, how long it lasts is phenomenal. The looks is, to me, it looks cool as hell. It's kind of big, but it's pretty intimidating. But this, you can adjust this, and there's a lot of them out there in the market now. And there's I bought my wife a little less expensive one. Not this style, but it's much smaller. But you can set the voltage and the wattage. So once you can set the voltage and the wattage, and you find some juices that you like, you can produce the hit any way you want it. You can make it a light hit. You can make it a medium hit. Make it a heavy hit. You can make it where you get a lot of vapor. You don't get a lot of vapor. You can make it where you get you kind of certain temperatures get different flavors going for you. If you get it too low, you won't get the flavor out of some juices. So you can kick it up, and then oh wow, and you get a bunch of flavor. But it's just got everything, and when you buy it with just this bottom part, which is basically the tube that holds the battery, and the electronic part is right here, and that's what you're paying the money for, really. This is just a tube that holds an 1860 battery. And then I picked this up because this fits on there real nice and looks real good, and it just mates up like it was made for it. And it's not too bad. These are $65. The battery's $9, and these are I think this was $16 or something like that. But all in all, you can get the whole thing set up without any juice for about $90 at JJ Vapes in Pekin. And another thing I really like is the amount of juice you can put in this with the battery length. I mean, this thing, I don't know what that holds, half a carton? I mean, I don't know how it equates out, but it holds a lot. So you can go to a party, you can go out for a night of drinking, you can go anywhere with a full battery and a load of this, and you don't have to take anything else with you. I really like the swivel tips on these. I love the LED adjustments here. It shows you all your levels and what you go in to adjust. And here's a really cool thing about it, I think, too, is I kind of like this, but some people complain about it. But you shake that back and forth for holding the button down, it'll vibrate in your hand. Now you're in a setting mode. So once you're in a setting mode, you just tip it. You can see that you can feel it pulsating in your hand as it's changing the numbers. It's got a vibration each time it changes the number. So I just think that's cool as heck. And I got it set at 8.5 volts. It's got some other features on it I'm not going to use. You can set your voltage and your wattage. Is really the two main things that I cared about. And then you can hold it and shut it back off, but you're running electricity to the vapor. I just let it set. 10 seconds it will turn off by itself. And I've only had it for 2 days now, but I haven't had a cigarette for 10 days. I actually did quit on these other ones, but I was still lacking in and hankering for a cigarette. And now that I got this, there's no way. In fact, I tried a cigarette, and it tasted terrible. This tastes so much better than a real cigarette. It's unbelievable. And what I did do is the little one I picked up for my wife. They have a holster for it that you could. That's what I was looking for, something this size, kind of big for a guy to carry in his pocket all the time. Stuff. You get a little adapter that goes on this when you buy this, so you could charge your iPhone or something, which is useless to me. But it came with a little clip on the little adapter. So I bought this case that came with the one I got for my wife, and I took the little clip off the adapter, and you just hook this on your belt loop, and you can put this on your side, and you're ready to go for the night. And it's sitting on you like a gun holster or something. You're going to feel it there all the time. You're not going to leave it lay on a table. You're not going to have to worry about walk away from it, somebody stealing it. If you're out and about, it really works good. I think they're like $6 or something like that. So anyway, for the whole deal, it's about $100 basically to get set up, but it is well worth it. Oh, and another thing about JJ Vapes in Pekin, Illinois. My biggest complaint was you never could. There's 200 different flavored vapors out there, and who wants to spend $10 on a little bottle and try it once, put it in there, and then you don't like it, and you got to pour it out. And at JJ Vapes in Pekin, they have 131 flavors. They have it all set up on a table, already in tanks, not like this one, but real nice tanks. And they'll give you a battery, and you just try out and sample every flavor that you want to try. So you know right off the get-go if you're going to like that flavor, or if it's got a nasty taste, you don't like it at all. It's wonderful. And for the last 2 years that I've been on and off with this stuff, that's one big gripe I had, is you never know what flavor. You don't know what you want to buy if you can't try it. You've got to be able to sample them. Otherwise, you're just throwing money away. I've got 2 or 3 bottles here of different stuff that I don't like, that I ordered over the internet, and you just don't know till you get it. So that's a wonderful store down there, and people are so nice, help you out, get you on the right track, and this is so great to get off cigarettes. It's wonderful. Like I said, I smoked for 45 years. I haven't had a cigarette for 10 days besides trying that sample the other night. It tastes terrible. And I'm never going back. I'll never smoke cigarettes again. This thing is wonderful. And I just had to tell everybody about it because I'm so impressed with it. That's pretty much it. You get a chance, you live around here in the Central Illinois area, you got to get down to JJ Vapes, Pekin, Illinois. I don't remember the exact address. They're on Derby Street, but really nice people. They really want to help you out. They've really got a pretty fair selection of vaping. However you want to go. If you want to go, just a starter kit, or if you want to go, top of the line stuff. And the big thing about it to me, though, is you can sample 131 flavors. Somebody should have did that from the get-go. I mean, he did it right down there. He did it right. And I want to thank those guys. Anyway, happy vaping. Let me give you a little idea here what kind of vapor you get off this. And, of course, you can set this up or down. And I've got it set right now at 4.2 volts, 8.5 watts, with some extreme ice, which is the closest menthol I've ever had to a cool cigarette. You sense the menthol and everything up in your sinuses and your nose when you smoke it. When you sense it in the back of your throat, a good throat hit, and then when you let it out, it's like you chewed a piece of peppermint spearmint gum or something. It's excellent. It is just excellent. But let me show you where you get off this thing. I mean, this baby will give you anything you want. And, I know it's not the most popular thing in the world, but when you're out having a few adult cocktails, as the night wears on, I noticed, years past with cigarettes, you're puffing harder and harder and trying to get more and more. Well, with this, like anything, first thing in the morning, might get up, I take little puffs because, I don't cough in the morning now. There's so many good things from this. It's unbelievable. But, you can adjust that up. Say later in the night, you just don't, or different flavors, you don't think you're getting enough. It's just, you can't beat the variable wattage and voltage because you can set it how you want it. And you can draw the flavors out. You can change the level of vapor you're getting. It's just good. I give it a 10. I give JJ Vapes a 10. That pretty much wraps it up. Thanks for watching.